One Amazon sent me two on accident. Like I kept getting one notification for the app, but I kept getting two notifications. I was like, surely not. I remember like doing like MCC stuff too. I was like, I'm going to send you something. So I think it was I needed US. It was like the deal where UPS did it local US. You know, they were packaged. Somebody screwed up. That's close, bro.
Okay. I'll be back on 5 minutes.
Like, why you gotta hurt me twice? I'm trying to think of the most recent thing I've done. The most recent thing I've done is land speeder. Elizabeth got that phone for my wife 2 years ago. Yeah. And I like good stuff on sale, but Lego, whenever they do like the pre-orders or like the orders, you get a bunch of like free stuff they don't sell. Or like
Yeah. How about Lego?
Yeah.
Ever built the like the Bandai kits?
Lego.
Every like yeah. I don't think you're start painting though.
See, okay, we can buy this.
Let's make custom skins. It's like, I
like
want like,
Lego.
like, what's my, gonna be like my next virtual currency in GTA 6 comes out. It has to be a month.
I like Lego because you have a set plan. Nothing can really go wrong, and you have a definite outcome when you finish. And there is nothing in life like that. But then there's
They always fall apart.
I built Gundam kits.
because you didn't.
Oh, Gundam kits are so.
You gotta like press
Yeah.
it together.
They're so. Where
Yeah.
Gundam?
It's a sci-fi series from Japan about like people piloting robots called mobile suits. Like it's like these like your Star Wars.
Yeah.
There's a big robot from that one movie, Red Star one.
Yeah, that was one of
Yeah.
them.
I remember I was.
Yeah, it tells them different grades, like perfect grade, high grade.
I like playing with Pokemons.
Oh, I had those.
I love all the OG6 in the app.
Dude, it was, they had a little magnet and then they like,
Pop alleys.
yeah.
Like Star game, and you threw it out the card.
I feel my brother likes, like,
Oh, good.
I used to sneak those into school all the time, like, one time.
Is this allowed?
Of course it was, though.
What you bring from things.
Yeah, it's like. Get distracted now, it's like, one time I brought a giant one that hit in my pocket, and no one knows. I was very good at sneaking stuff in the school, in the elementary school.
I don't see these everything. One of these stuff everything.
I'm going to see Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
With your mom. I went to see Lord of the Rings.
So let's start our system design, system analysis and design. Last time we talked about, like in the lecture, we talked about the use diagram. So use diagram including we have the actor, and also we have the use case. So it's like actor is the person, entity is possible, and then for the use case, like we need using a verb noun to describe the action we're going to do. So when we try to identify the system functionality and how the user interact with it. So if we are in the last time we did in the app, try to draw the use diagram Like we have the actor and then everyone have joy, still have it. Okay, so this time I gave you if you remember when we talk about Spotify, in the beginning we talk about user, right? User, and then maybe we have the artist, and then we talk about design the function. Is we extend one more. If let's say we have the focus, right? Focus and doing like this. Okay, so this time I give you the scope. So we just like revision how to using Spotify. This time I give you the scope. Is that okay? We have 3 different type of actor. So one is called the user, one is the premium user, and system admin. So we have 3 types. So the premium user can be the paid user account. Okay, for this, I gave you like some possible case. So search for music, play music, create playlist, share playlist, manage subscription, update profile. We have an admin dashboard. Okay, we have all these use case, and if you cannot see it, then we can you can refer to the use case I upload from the 5.1 week 5.1 right here, Spotify, for the use case. Okay, so for practice, you can give you some time. So first draw the use case diagram, like based on the all those actor I provide to you and the use case. And remember, we have think about what's the system. Like if I give you the assignment, or like if I have an exam, give you part of it, and how can we do it if I only give you the, I mean, like, so if we remember, we have the border, right? The border, that means the system itself, and then what the actors involved. And so what, based on the use case, so are they sharing those function, or like what are those like function only belongs to certain actor? So that we're going to do. And I gave you maybe 10 minutes, you can join it, then I will ask you like how would you join based on the actor like this. Okay, do you catch the question? Don't know the picture. Okay, so why not I give you we have 3 actors. So one's the regular user, premium user, so they will be you need to pay for a subscription, and also we have the system admin. So we have 3 types of actor, and then I give you the example of the use cases. Okay, so right now we need to draw a use case diagram. So do you remember what's the use case diagram? Okay, so it's just like a human over there, like, so we have the actor, and then we need to put the use case in the middle, and then who will able to have those. When we put the use case, we have the verb noun, and then have an arrow pointing to it. And maybe for those actor, we will share the same use case because they will duplicate use it. So then we just like pointing to one. So we move those like duplicate use case. And here's the use. So try to draw the use case diagram. Okay. Yeah. So it will look like this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's like. Okay. Okay. So when we talk about actor, will be like this. And so the actor can be the user, premium user, system admin. So will be actor. So you will see the box right here. So we call the border or the boundary. So the boundary is declare. Okay, it's which system. So this time we only put the because we make the Spotify like have simplify, so we can just put Spotify right here. So here's the system, and all those will be the use case.
Diagram, that's something. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even see that. I didn't have actual like.
Once you draw it out to the.
Yeah. Because for this, like for the use case diagram, also the class diagram. Because after this, we need to draw the class diagram too. And all this should be included, like what you need to do, maybe the assignment, or later when we do a project, or like maybe for the final exam, the exam I ask you like if I give you the some, but I make it really short, maybe the question is that, okay, I have these 3 actor and then the use case like this, then please draw the use case diagram. Or like if you need to design one, then I need to check out like all those use cases, are they make sense? Or like how many, yeah, so will be like open-ended question. How to practice, how to draw it.
Okay. There's also that. You can have some. Okay. Good.
I haven't learned, so I'm.
I think that you said it, I was thinking. But there's a function. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, the system. You're right.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to start my Christmas shopping for my wife.
Yeah.
She loves those colors. It would probably, because it looks like mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will like. So it's like the.
Is it like a few years old?
Not, it's maybe last, it's like, I think they already paid up, I think they changed all the design. So
Yeah,
we
they
get the-
probably
yeah,
changed the phone.
yeah.
We get this.
Yeah, they changed it.
I have a random question.
Yeah, it's okay, though.
December to start buying stuff. I kind of it's food. To me, that's like,
Purple Twilight Ombre Mermaid Scales, stainless steel.
that is a lot.
Also, most of the time when we see the example, we only have 2 actors. But if we have 3 actors, how we going to do it? So when now.
It's a technical.
So
I
here
think-
still using the and this time I give you like 3 actors and some.
Yeah,
What
it's-
we need to do is draw the use
I
case
think it's the journal.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't do that. I just don't think it's like, you could just change it, somewhere it goes, yes.
You would have a subscription for some. So you can narrow it down to. You can say, song.
Yeah, users, music.
Yes.
I don't
Okay, so almost. How many of you are ready to finish? Okay, you look. Then I would like to, okay, I'd like to ask for the volunteer. Okay, would you mind? Okay, so first I will leave for the one, so just like work on the user and system admin and with the use case. And then I will ask another student to finish the user and system admin, and with these two enter and their use case.
There's user, you still have a subscription.
Is it premium or is it?
Regular, just the user and system user. Okay. Okay.
So.
Yeah, yeah, because we keep on discussing. Okay, so anybody have a follow up or like? If you look at this one. Then are we missing something? Like right now we just oh, pardon me.
I was asking, what other, is there anything else up there that we need on?
Oh, no, for this one, the top only the actors and then below is the use case. Okay, so are we missing something? Or like about the format, the diagram? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we need to have a bundle. So also we need to give some names. So
Probably if you have.
what else do we know? if we look at the diagram, even though the diagram looks so stupid, so actually everything they're required to draw the diagram. So what they are required? A little person. So actually we need it. Okay, so for the use diagram, you maybe looks like, okay, if I say, okay, save your time, make a simplify, you don't have it. But most of the time it looks really stupid. But we will enjoy it. You can go back this. Okay, and then arrow, and then for the use case, you circle it so like do it individually. So when we draw the use case diagram, always do it this way. Okay, on the actual. So are they all this will be a correct use case for these two actors? Search music, both of them, they can search it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then play the music. Okay, because how about system like this?
I mean, would they need to use Spotify or they just need to maintain it?
Yeah.
If I have a function, like if I get a list, okay, if I can search the music, if I as admin, I want to check, does it work? Then as an admin, should I have a right to play it? Yes, right? Okay, and then create a playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, both. Yeah. Okay, why? Why is the system admin required to create a
Only like certain moves, like they'll have like Spotify playlists.
Yeah, there's created for you.
Okay, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
rock collection, 2000s.
Yeah.
So, you will see, basically our understanding, because like in the real case, this house Spotify, they're working. It comes out some playlist from the, it cover from the admin they create. We do update and share the playlist. Yes, we do. Because they create, they should able to share to public, right? Okay. And then manage the subscription. Okay, suppose the user cannot, they can't do that, so will be the admins. And then update the profile, user can do it. And then for system admin, they can do it. And admin dashboard, of course, only admin can do it. Okay, so we have one more actor. It's called a premium user. Then how about the premium user?
What side of the user?
Well, most of the example you see, we only have two actors, right? One on the left, one on the right. Why not I give you one more actors? Then how can you draw it? Okay. If you like, I don't mind if you have extra time, you want to draw it here, it's okay. But it's the basic, right? Okay, okay, so what are the functions? You can use the green, red, whatever to make it look different. Any specification? Okay. So what are the possible use case then premium user?
I mean, if we just want to use these, I would say like maybe only a premium user can create a playlist.
Us. Okay, so if they can do it, you just like, on the area. They can overlap, say.
But you can create a playlist, right? Yeah. You can create a playlist.
Okay, even though you have a like free account. right?
Yeah, you can create a playlist, but like whenever you play the radio or like you hit play on your playlist, it won't play every song in that playlist. So it'll just be like.
Like randomly, okay, okay.
To me, from a business perspective, you want as many users as possible to be able to create something they can then share with someone who may or may not be able to. Potentially guarantee another client.
Okay, if you raise up this question, we have discussed like in the function design. Yep.
You need to make customizable playlists. You have more users.
Is what they user, they technically can, right, they have the ability to join, whereas the premium has the ability to uninstall.
Yeah.
It's kind of different, so.
So actually, to the management, actually, right here, the case like is more like, okay. Can you explain the paper?
And then
How would
you
you?
can that, like, changes every 2 hours.
So like,
And it's
are we
based off what you.
operating under like, what's it? That's what I saw. Because to me, like, I think these are things every year.
Okay, so the,
And-
okay, so, only differences, like, right here, what is it?
So I would assume like.
Subscription actually would be vendor system.
Sure, so
Okay,
but like,
so-
why would a user be able to manage their subscription? They don't have to go to manage subscription. Make it a swap over.
Okay, so, but, and they actually say, or only the system.
I mean, I don't think it's something the system admin has to.
Okay. So if I, for the subscription, only admin can do the things I think.
Yeah.
As a user or like as a premium user. can I-
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just operating under the assumption that they can go with all of them.
Okay,
Yeah, so it'd be the same thing as.
okay, then I'll say, okay.
What I'm saying is, like, what would make a premium user different than a regular user? They can all do the same.
Yeah, that is a good question. So right here, of course, I didn't really give you, like all the use case, like actually in the Spotify view system.
Yeah.
We have more use case. Okay, so when you are trying to do this, actually my follow-up question is, where's the extra use case specific? So we can page 45. Okay. So what is the specific use case? We can distinguish between regular user and the premium user. Maybe I will add, let you add to that is already the one more case.
That was not, like, it was a real.
I thought we were done with leafy legions.
You what?
I thought we were done with leafy legions.
Yeah, I thought I was pulling up a playlist, it was real, this is should have posted.
Yeah, I mean, like, we just say like only premium members.
Did you like the song?
That's what we know, like, we have that we can find it,
Look
but
at it.
for
We got-
all
we
the
got-
project I know,
Um,
oh, the different AI agreement.
I did see someone,
Someone to pay.
someone with that.
Otherwise, it's not. So maybe
Like, forced. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like Blink-182 and stuff like that.
Yes, it's like this. And possible question, it comes out will be like this. So what you need to do, yeah, thank you. So when we have multiple, more than one user, and then we have overlap, use case, like 3 users, and just join this way. It's okay, just like overlap, fronting error, yeah.
Just trying to make very defined.
Yeah, like easy to define which one, so, we also from this, study, because most of the time, when you look at the example, only 2 actors, but in reality, actually it's possible, and more than 2, maybe 3, yeah. Just like if we go back to the letter, you know, that we have lot different type of like stakeholder, so they may use this system. So if multiple, then we can do it this way, like using one system. If you can do it, but unluckily, maybe if you are doing on the using paper or like drawing it, then you cannot really say, okay, let me use different color. Then it's better to switch it. Yeah, okay. So for the use case diagram, so you already tried to do it and create, and if you still remember, we have the association include or like extend, including like if I go to the one use case and then we need to go to different, if we need to still on elaborate. Okay, so why now from the case right here, we already see, okay, all the function. So is it any use case they are called the relationship is called include? Is there any use case? have an include function. It was see. So you remember, right, we have some like special relationship between them. So we have called the include, extend, like association. The one we mentioned like pretty common is called the includes. So right now in this use cases, is any includes relationship right here. So like the include them is like first, I have this use case first. After this use case, I can use another use case. Is there any possible? And actually the use may be not enough. So how can I modify? Like let's say using the profile. So the use case is only update the profile. Then what else? Is there any other use case we can add? More and then change to include. For example, we can have one more for the and then check my profile, like, am I only can allow to edit it, like updates, or can I just look at it? If yes, then can I just like check my profile? If yes, that means like all of them can access it. Instead of like going to update, then they should go to this one. They should able to check the profile, and then the profile should include the update. So it looks more make sense, but no. Here we cannot jump to the step. Okay, I just update. But we should have a use case that I can check. Okay, and what else? About playlist. Is there any relationship in like by include, or can I just like just a function? Or if you have a Spotify, so can you do that separately?
You have like a view playlist option,
Mm-hmm.
you have share and then create, but you can also do browse playlists for this. Okay.
So we can just click on the playlist. Okay, I can just simply the playlist and put, so. How can you modify them? Just like, because it looks so good, but I see, so. Anybody, if I, let's say, if I want to change the playlist, how can I do that? Change to include relationship. Because like right now we can create a playlist, search the music, then how can I change the playlist with the include? Yeah. Is it directly create a playlist? Or is any included relationship? Wait. Just like this, okay. So if we fill out the shopping cart, so we should include it with it, I can search it, right? Also, I need to also can view the products comments and rating. Also, I can view the accessory combinations. So they're all like included. Mhm.
The way you can change how the playlist plays, but you really kind of doing some of that. So whereas like normal users can't do either the repeat function, at least for one function. And normal users have only a set amount of times per they can back up.
Right now we only focus on like drawing the use case diagram. So yeah, so I'm asking like if is there any like includes relationship right here? So when I the vertical, they access it, but let's say if I want to modify, I already change the profile because if I have a use case, it's got updating profile. Actually, it's kind of like, it doesn't make sense, right? Can I just like click on it and then just modify if I don't want to?
The
So I-
playlist does have a function where, this is why I don't use Spotify, they will, this playlist, whenever you create a playlist with a certain song, it
Mhm,
will grab a bunch of songs in the same either a genre or same artist,
mhm,
they'll stuff it into the, playlist.
mhm.
So the playlist itself, but even though you've probably only added one song, the playlist itself will automatically add like, I think, 6 or 7 songs into your playlist,
Mhm.
even though.
You're not actually making a change to your playlist, you're talking about smart shuffle where you play.
No, like when I was trying to. The playlist itself, I like just created a playlist in Spotify, so that way I can only have, one song that plays from it, but every time but when I added that one song, it added like 8 or 9 songs to my one song playlist.
Weird.
Yeah, so I assume that's a function that it has. So it'll have a second function that searches, the playlist itself searches for a bunch of other songs in the same name or genre, artist or genre. And it'll put it into your playlist.
You have the free version?
Yeah.
That's what it's doing.
Yeah.
Cause, well, a few years ago, it used Cause a few years ago, you used to be able to put one song onto a playlist, and that's how you would get around the like.
Oh, I
So
see.
it does that, but now it just plays.
That's
the
literally
radio.
trying to keep you from using a paid function, because the
Yes.
incentive
Okay.
for getting the paid one is I can play this
Cause
song,
when I
not
had the free
this
version,
album.
that's what I did, I would create like
Okay,
15
so
playlists for one
that's,
song.
that's
and
right.
I had one
So
song.
there's a free,
That was a crackdown.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
so there's a free
Now you just get songs. that
free,
you don't get.
function that is inside the playlist that checks if you're, a premium user or not.
okay. So like based on this, real case, like, because we are studying the Spotify. So usually we have the differences, like different in use case for user and premium user. So if I question ask you, okay, try to add like create another use case or a use function for them to differentiate their difference, then you can add it right here. And also maybe both of them, they can create a list, but they have different features, then you can do it. Okay. So you will know, then we will move. Okay, so it's a revision. After we finish the class diagram, then we need to start to draw the not the use case diagram, then we will start to draw the class diagram. So do you remember still how to draw the class diagram based on this? I give you use some example. For the class diagram, we have some attributes, we have some method. So let's say for user, we can have an attribute, let's say user ID, username, email, and then we have the method will be login profile. Also, when you create a playlist, we do have a playlist ID song right here. Also song, subscription, admin, all this information. Refer to the what I gave you right now. So you can draw the class diagram. And after you finish, then we can discuss about how to. Okay, we give you the song, so you can refer to the. So once you're ready, then. That's important. Don't know what are you going to do? Just draw the class diagram. Yeah, using the same case. Okay. Okay, so why not this one is the class type? Okay, do you know what's class diagram?
Yes.
Okay.
It's been.
Wow, yeah, so it's really cool. But for system design, we have to draw both of them. I think use case diagrams new to you, and class diagram you should familiar when you study database.
Alright.
I was gonna do it, so I'm trying to jog my memory.
Alright.
Yeah, my volunteer. Okay, nice.
So we have a user class and we have a playlist class.
No, he was actually really good at it. Like, to be like, this on this.
But in the questions, maybe sometimes it's open-ended. I give you like, you can decide your own, so you can give the attribute. But sometimes in the question, I will give you, it's like, I will give you some classes and then some attribute method. So you enjoy it and then for the relationship. Okay.
Oh, in the R diagrams.
Okay, maybe you can just do the first two, yeah, you can do the user and playlist, and then I will invite other students to. Okay.
Let's see.
No, this is when we go for the. Oh, okay, so your diagram, you don't. No. So, they're all just. Yeah. And the air diagram is straight up just the name with an arrow drawn to it. But the class diagram has. Are they the?
All the attributes, all the methods.
Yeah.
So I give you the attributes.
And then I think also the class diagram shows you what is it, the key?
Yeah, so that the primary key, foreign key, you need to mark, yes. Yeah. Okay, okay, so you're going to.
There was two, do you want to do the next two?
Sure.
Okay.
That is it.
So right here. Okay, because you discuss about the relationship, okay? So if something miss, I must volunteer to fill the what's the missing. We talk about, so after that, so when I start, we have the song and the subscription and admin. So you can match up that this, or if you want to complete it, yes, we can do it in the same time. But when you look at the attribute I gave you, did I, yeah, I know you're missing, so, okay, because here is a follow-up. If I need to draw the class diagram, I say, am I missing something right here, the attributes? Then the next follow-up question is like, how can I do have those like empty on it information, the attributes? So to create a class diagram.
Yeah, put it out in the air as well. Yeah. I think sunlight you should be.
You can just say it's either free or. No.
Because for the subscription, export and not export. So we have the subscription. Or is the name of the. We have different type of subscription.
Yeah, because of the student. I wasn't sure if it was on basis.
So it's that one, that means it's just a name and.
Was, or actually wood. Or foundations.
Okay, we can talk about the data.
Yeah, I don't think this should be streamed.
Okay. And also we have two more methods, once we new and update. Have you to for the menu? Should share the. Let's start the one right here. Okay. If you see the class diagram, here's one of the example. So what are we? Okay. We have still one more. Okay. So could you have a?
Academy methods.
So where one is more the admin. Okay. So based on this one drawing. Are we still missing something? So we still need one more instead for the admin. Then we have the name. We have the function. For the admin, we can manage the user and then view the next thing. We have three. So first we have all the classes. Are we missing something? Yes, we missed the relationship. So anyone here helping to fill all the relationship? Yeah, idea how to add that relationship. And then after we fill the relationship, we'll talk about the data type. So sometimes it's sense.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's right.
Um, Right here, for us, we're doing, we'll put a word right here, so add a word, and then, so if we still remember the class diagram, so this one is the friendship note. We don't need to, like to mine, so you only, if you still remember what's like one-to-one relationship, many, one-to-many. So if you draw the ER diagram for us, so you just need to do it by using the one, just my one, two, and one size one, and that's like many, one, many to many. So we have three different type of relationship. So when they join, anybody join? Okay. If you have it. So, well, I think after you join, I think if you have slightly different version, so, first I need to ask, okay, to put the word, when you learn, ER diagram or class diagram, from the textbook, sometimes you see the version is like this, like delay or like for one representing, using this one, maybe like this, or like this, or like this, right?
So are you saying that a ER diagram and a class diagram is the same thing? Just the way.
Anybody, okay.
The way you.
I think that, okay.
You have me, but.
For the ER diagram or class diagram, we always have a relationship. Okay, so when we talking the ER diagram or class diagram, we always need the relationship, and then we will represent that relationship. So, but we have this one is the class diagram. So what's the differences between ER diagram and class diagram? Okay, yeah, we need to have the attribute, yeah, the functions, the methods. Yeah, diagrams like, so it's like interactive. So we just need to put the user and then the place, and then we get, and that's it. But for class, we need to tell more details, like how we exactly. Yeah, but for drawing, or in the class, when we really implement, maybe in the exam or maybe in assignment, we don't require you like put everything that's for the limited time. So we just like this. But in maybe you're really working as a database administrator or system designer, you need to really put everything for the content that you're going to implement. Okay. If you are drawing build for system design, not really hard to say, okay, you have to choose either one of it. So you can, if you learn from this one, you can put like the end to end. It's okay. Or like if you choose this one, like I know like either one is okay. You gotta know the textbook, they will sometimes the textbook they're using this one as an example. So, for the model, we'll be using this one. So putting the M to represent many. And also we have one more, if you see the range right here, so 0 to 1, at least 0, or I be using dot, or I using the N. So maybe the minimum, at least I have 1. So can I have a previous? No, then I'm doing like this. So what's the meaning of this? 0 dot dot dot. Yes. And then this one will be N to N. Is it N or no. So here is many, right? So I have a question. Is one or n? What's the relationship of these two? User and playlist. When I draw it, the for the relationship. So this one is the minimum and maximum. So if there's only one, then we can draw it in this way. Like this. Okay, and minimum. Maybe because there's some student there attending on the web. So let me create. So for the relationship, so we have 1 to 1, 1 to many, many to many. And then when we're showing the range, so 1, maybe we have 1 to many, minimum 0 to many, like this. So what are these like representing? In a class, the format, at least you can join in either way, it's fine, but at least I will need to show the relation. So as a minimum, then you don't have to draw the legs right here. Then I will understand. So if you just draw a line and then give me the range. So I know the relationship, are they 1 to many, many to many, or 1 to 1, and then what's the range of it? So you learn about this relationship or the numbers? You got any ideas? Yes, exactly. Just I have to do the report on system side. Okay. So right here, you will see. Let's say we talk about user and the playlist. So when we look at it, we also maybe people are confused. So where should I put the menu, or where should I, which side should I put? Okay. If I for the user, how many playlists can we create?
As many as there.
Okay, so when we look at it, so many will be on this side. So on the so user and the playlist, so we can create multiple as many as what we can create playlist. So many will be put the M right next to playlist. Okay, and then how about the playlist? Can they create by multiple user or only one playlist? Let me draw it. Okay. It's loading. It's a little okay. Right here. Maybe I use the. So here's that cast diagram right here. And then I have user. Have playlist. Okay. Right here. Okay. When I put the text. When I talk about the relationship, we have the many. Many is right here. And how about the user? Can the playlist can be created by multiple users?
Think a playlist can only be created by one person.
Right, so if I'm that user, I create that playlist, and then that playlist belongs to me, right? So it's impossible to have multiple people that create the playlist, so it always should be one. So it's just help you to recall the memory, so you know, so it's one-to-many relationship. If you give me the class diagram like this, then you show the relationship, and also you can give me the action right here. I put the text right here. We can say creates. So right here, so you will create the user creates the playlist. Okay, and because I need to give a range right here, so for the range is like okay, minimum, maximum. So what's the minimum and maximum of the playlist? Like belongs to the user. Is it possible there's a playlist no user to create? There's no user to create a playlist. No way. Okay, that means like for a playlist, we should at least have one user to create and one and only one. We cannot say no user. I have a playlist over there, but nobody create. It's impossible. Even the admin create, we still have at least one user, right? Okay, then how about playlist? Because we are possible to create multiple playlists, right? As many as you can. And how about minimum? Yes, correct. Okay. So for a complete class diagram, so for the assignment for our work, we need to able to draw like this. So you need to give the class, have the field, and the method. Let me complete the rest of it. So we need to have a verb to show. Just like from one side to the other side. Okay, so just like creates, so user creates the playlist, and what's the relationship? Right now you can see the relationships one to many. And with the range is the many can be empty because the user, they don't require to really create a playlist. And for the place they have, okay. And when we look at it, I would like to discuss about this one, the subscription. About the subscription, we have the method data, what's the data type? Subscription here will be using string. How do you think? Like sometimes we say it makes sense, or like most of them, I think you're using. So they're using user ID would be integer right here song, and subscription ID they're using string. So I would like to first like, why are you using integer for user ID?
This is easily implemented.
Mhm.
Start from zero for your first year. Just keep going.
Apparently we use we won't start the user ID from 0, but should be 1, like 1. Yeah, first one, yeah, and then keep. Yeah, okay, keep going. And here's the reason, because most of the time we will use the ID as our primary key. And we can using the index, index it. So indexing side help us to search the data faster. So and I also like to see for caching too. And so that's why for user ID we always use integer instead of using string, text, or other things. And then the time is okay. How about the here? How about the expiry date? What's the possible data? Right here is using string. So as what you know, what kind of database, like what kind of data type can we use for database? For expiry date. Any idea? Expiry date. So we have one is called the date. So this one will be the integer, and either we can use the date or another one called timestamp. Okay, so either one will be fine for when we like handle with the date. Timestamp is the number, so it's a branch number, so we can it's just like they're all the integers. So the function will read it and convert it to the year, month, and things. Okay, so either one will be fine. Yeah, so we can create. And for the method, you will see the example right here. Also, we have the type. So what we're missing also the function. So as on. So what possible? What the type? If you remember when we implement a function, so we have the return value. So we have return value. If we don't have it, void yes. And if we have something, say as on can be void, or what kind of things can we return? If let's say I have a function, I add a sum, and then what kind of things can we return? Instead of void. If I put Boolean, what would be returned? True or false? Yes. For what purpose? Why? If let's say like maybe my idea is for add a song, I'm using Boolean. True or false? Adding a song, remove a song. Yes, I'm also using Boolean. But when we design this car file, also we need to think about the function when we really maybe maybe for your assignment class when you implement, you don't really care about the return type. But when you are working maybe in your company as a team, you are only working on this function called the action. When you pass this function to your other coworker, other teammates, they will call your function for action. Then how do they know it works, it failed? So you always try to say, okay, maybe I will return a Boolean true or false. If you add it successfully, I will return true. So I will know, okay, if I add this song successfully, then I will get a true connection. Then once I receive the true connection, maybe I will redirect to the page. Let's say after I add a song to the pages. So maybe I will have a pop-up message, okay, you add the song successfully, or like I will redirect it to the page. So it's like when we design the function. If we don't add it, then after you add it, we just, how can we know? We cannot take the further action.
So many things.
Yeah, already added, maybe already added, but you don't know what should you do, right? Okay, so like it's more like about user experience. Also like it helps you for debugging. When you call the function, if no return, and you cannot check the database immediately, right? Then how can you know you really like successfully add a song to the playlist? Or sometimes I will using an integer. Then what integer? So if I change the return type as an integer, so what will be returned? If I successfully add a song, then I have something. Oh, I said it again. With the ID, or I call ID. So if I edit, I should have an ID. So I return this ID back to you. And okay, so that means that if I can get a valid ID, then it should be okay. And I can set by default if the return ID is 0. Sketching a question.
I do have a question.
Mhm.
So why would we put subscription ideas in? The reason I didn't put it as an integer is because like what if it's really long, then it's just a big number and that's why I put it as a string.
Okay, for this data type. So for integer, if we declare or string, why we using that? Yeah.
we gonna use integer?
Yeah, why, because she asked a question. Why we using the subscription ID using integer but not string? Okay,
Because you were able to mess with, you're able to retrieve and mess with integers much more easily than you are with strings. Even some languages don't even have strings naturally built in, but you have to actually go and grab the outside class.
Okay.
Whereas integer is built into all programming languages.
and actually for the industry, like as a developer, so I don't really, to me, I even don't really think about like, when you're learning, database, the teacher will teach you what a combination key, right? Or like using two attributes to form the primary key.
Yeah.
Okay, but that was not a good behavior. Like in theory, yes, it works, but we always using an ID for better retrieve, like indexing to figure assets. And number, also integer, can always like automatically increase by 1. So number for string, can we do that? We need to like get it
Yeah.
converted, so it's redundant. So always we try to create an ID attribute, always using integer, and then we can automatically increase by 1.
Okay.
That's how we design. And yep. So far we will stop by right here. And we'll have a chance, we will come back and talk about more how to draw this diagram, class diagram, help you to review. It's okay. Thank you.